Sometime late last year, I made my first and would be my last purchase with Crunchyroll Store post the Rightstuf buyout and unfortunate closure of Rightstuf. I wanted to see if possibly with Crunchyroll Store having bought their warehouse and their distribution, maybe possibly we would essentially get the same experience. That their quality of Rightstuf, the actual Rightstuf warehouse, would not go down. But I was unfortunately mistaken. I had pretty much, I think, 4 total shipments from them, which included a bunch of products that were pre-used, they were damaged, the box itself was not damaged, the product inside the box was pre-damaged when it was placed in there. And I told myself at that point, I'm never buying from them again. They have lost that customer goodwill. I also made another commitment at the time that I was going to search out other alternatives, find other companies that were possibly the next Rightstuf, essentially, and try to see if I can lift them up. If I can find somebody that did the same quality as Rightstuf, and they give that same great service, I would love to support them instead. Send people their way. And a lot of people came back to me and pointed out one specific company, which was Atomic Empire. And so I decided that same order I made with Crunchyroll, I'll make it with them. I'll purchase it from them and we'll see what comes from it. So today, we're going to find out just how good they do. This is an extremely heavy box of a bunch of books that we're going to open right now on my recording. So whatever you get here is exactly the quality you're going to get. So let's find out. Hopefully I think everything in here is pretty much YouTube friendly. I think there's one book in there that has naughty stuff in it, but we're not going to open it. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. This feels already like Rightstuf right now. This thing is packed full of paper. So let's see. It's like it's gift wrapped it inside of it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is sealed within paper. Sealed within packaging paper. This is the experience that I got with Rightstuf. Rightstuf was literally just packing it. Packing it. The idea is to make sure that when they're inside there, they're not shifting around. So that's essentially what we're getting. Look at how much stuffing this is. This is packed. So, already positive. But is the product within it not pre-damaged? All right, let's start taking this stuff out. You don't want to see this. This is the thing that's for me. Let's get rid of that. But yes, I didn't order everything from them that I got from Rightstuf, or Crunchyroll, sorry. But I got most of it. So this is actually a pretty big order. Now, I will say beforehand, there's 2 things with Atomic Empire that I've experienced so far that I'm not 100% on. The first is that it takes a long time. I think they are not necessarily a big company, so a lot of what you're getting from them is from like a small shop, and so they're not super fast on shipping out. It took mine, I think, a week and a half before they even shipped it. I think it was probably almost 2 weeks. So you're getting, so far it seems like, good packing, but at the same time, just be aware that, be patient. You're like it literally, they're not fast. But again, hopes that is if this does well, if this is all good, and we start supporting companies like this, alternatives besides Crunchyroll themselves, hopefully these companies will get bigger. They will be the next Rightstuf that, unfortunately, Sony will probably buy. All right, first off, we have Berserk 41. Thankfully, it's in its seal. I think typically with all these, I don't know if Dark Horses is standard, but at least all the ones that I have, they're all wrapped. So the wrap is still here. It looks brand new, and no damage. Next, did I show that? Did I show it to you guys? Look, Berserk 41. Next I have, this is actually the naughty one that thankfully is sealed as well. This is a company that also seals their stuff, so this seal's still there. It's brand new, no damage. But no, unfortunately, they don't have all of J.K. Haru, but thankfully they had at least number 2 because Barnes & Nobles did not have number 2. So I was really happy to see this on Atomic, and thankfully I didn't have it in my order. I contacted them, and they were able to put it in the order, so that's really cool as well. But yeah, that's good. That's too good. Too good so far. Next we have ReZero, the Frozen Bond 2, which looks okay. There's a little bit of scuff in this small corner right here, but I'm assuming that's probably... it could be damaged when it was sitting on a shelf or not, but it's not horrible. I'm usually very picky about this stuff. There you can kind of see it. I'm very picky about this stuff, by the way, so it kind of comes with that territory. That's 3. That's good. Next we have number 19 of ReZero. This is looking a little bit more rough. That top right corner there. Not horrible. I think that's passable. I think that's, for me personally, that's passable. There's also a little bit of scuff down the bottom here. I don't fully always blame the company selling them or distributing them for some of this stuff, because this stuff could just be like manufacture. Another one that's kind of passed for me. It's passable for me. Next we have is Frozen Bonds number 3, which looks good. Looks good. Yeah, essentially when I was doing my order with Crunchyroll last year, I was way behind on my ReZeros, and I'm like, crap, I just realized that. So I had to make a big purchase to get all caught up. Next we have Parchment and Wolf number 8. This one, this one's kind of borderline for me. You can see right there in the corner. The corner right there is a little bit kind of bent. And then again, the bottom right here. This seems like a common place. So I don't know what's the deal with that one corner with all this stuff. Or well, at least 3 of these things so far. Next we have ReZero 23. This is the first one I would contact him about this one. This is the first one that I'm not happy with. We have that top right corner, which is kind of happening all right here. So that entire corner is kind of scuffed. And then on the back, we also have some scuff on that corner. This is the first one. This is the only one I'd say this is definitely not passable. I'll contact him about this one. And again, for the people that are like, oh my gosh, you're so picky. My mindset is when you're buying a product and it is listed as new, it should come new. Yes, things happen in shipment. But at the same time, you should expect a new product. Especially when these are $15. This is a $15 thing. Get your money's worth, people. Hold them accountable. ReZero Short Story Collection 1, which looks good. There's a little bit of impact on the bottom spine right here. I'm gonna think on that one. That's pretty passable. So far, this has been good. This has been like way better than Crunchyroll. That's for damn sure. Let's see. Parchment Wolf 6. It looks good. There's a little bit of bending on this corner right here and this corner here, but I think it's pretty passable. And then we have Frozen Bond number 1. I know we went backwards on the Frozen Bonds. This looks good. The only other problem that I had with Atomic, though, is they don't have much in stock. And again, that could be one of those things where as, hopefully, it gets more popular, it gets bigger, if it can grow, this can be something that will eventually have better stock and everything. If they have more money in there, they're more investment, they can actually stock up this stuff more. If they see that there's more of this stuff that's being sold in their store, they're going to stock it. This looks good. Parchment Wolf number 7. Got 4 more. 4 more, almost there. This is ReZero 20, which looks good. Looks good. Can't wait to start reading that. Can't wait to start reading ReZero. And then we have Parchment, or no, this is Spice and Wolf number 23. Also looks good. Awesome. Then we have ReZero 5, which the only thing wrong with this one is that the print sucks. Good job, Yen Press. The only thing wrong with this one, number EX5, is the print sucks. My gosh, what the hell, Yen Press? That is horrible alignment. It's been a long time since I see something that bad. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. You can see the front cover on the back, the side. That's terrible. That is terrible. Anyways. And then finally, the last one we have is 17 of ReZero, which... Oh my gosh, I thought the corner was super stuffed, but that's the print. Which looks good. You see that right here where the color is a little bit of a color right here. I thought this was total scuff, but that looks good. So that's good. The only one that I would say probably like I would probably want to reach out to them is this one. 23 was pretty bad. And again, that's like right here. It looks like it took a hit or something like that. I'll look at the rest of them again, but I think I'm pretty happy with everything else. But that's a massive order. That's all these, and all of these are all good. So, plus 1 on Atomic Empire. Again, the only 2 problems that I have with the company so far, the packaging is amazing. Like I said, this is what we got with Rightstuf before they got bought out and sold. This thing is just stuffed. This thing's stuffed. Only 2 problems that I have with Atomic Empire, like I said, is that 1, it took like almost 2 weeks to ship it, and there's a lot of stuff. They could be a lot quicker with less stuff, but since I bought so much stuff, maybe they had to get it all in order. Maybe some stuff was out of the warehouses, and they had to get all ordered to ship. So I could give it to the idea that they just had to get the stock there. I might reach out to them to find out if there's like specifics. But the only other thing is that, yes, they don't have a massive stock. So there is a lot of stuff that is out of stock. Now, granted, a lot of stuff is not in stock elsewhere, like Barnes & Noble. So I'm definitely gonna keep these guys on. They literally had, the pricing was pretty on par with Rightstuf. Not Crunchyroll Store, which is going up slowly. They were on par with Rightstuf. And that was a big, massive plus for me. Granted, this stuff is all write-ups for me. For those who don't know, yes, I do spend my money on this stuff, but this stuff is write-ups. This stuff is for my channel. But I like to make sure that money can get me more stuff. I'm very much a penny pincher. But yeah, I think that's going to be a +1 for me. I think I can, with this one order, this is my experience with one order, massive props to them. I think this is going to be possibly, it could be the next Rightstuf, which is good because I'm kind of getting a little frustrated with Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble, it has been doing a good job on pre-orders pricing, but their actual pricing outside of pre-orders is very expensive. It's very close to MSRP, which has always been sort of their downfall. I wanted to buy this order from Barnes & Noble, but they never did any discounts. Like, they haven't done a manga or light novel sale in forever. The other problem is that, yes, I have a big issue with Barnes & Noble in shipping out stuff in padded envelopes. And this is like a prime example. This is a $23, and again, very little discounts on this stuff, $23 book right here. This is the fan book for A Sentence of Bookworm. And this thing was tore up. This is bent right there. That is a total bend right there. And this is the second one I've gotten, and both of them have been damaged. So here's the initial one that I got from them, and that is just like the corners just scuffed. Yeah. That's again for $23. This looks like it's been in some kid's backpack for like 5 days. That side too. Holy crap! I forgot about that side too. It is just mass scuff. Again, this is why I hate them putting them in padded envelopes and stuff. It's like these people at UPS, U.S. Postal Service, they play hockey with my packages. So you got to put it in boxes and you got to secure them. Again, put them in padding. So anyways, that's all for me to say. I'm going to continue my venture down trying to find alternatives to Crunchyroll and their unfortunate buyout of Rightstuf. So definitely stick around. Hit us up in the community. We have a literature channel where there's a lot of people there that have some good insights on places to get from. But this is a great first experience with this company. Hopefully I can reach out to them, get something set up, because having a good experience like this makes me want to support them. Again, I think people need to push to kind of support alternatives. Because if we want another Rightstuf company that's going to take care of their customers, we got to support them. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you found it informative, and you all take care.